Hello, BookTube. I've got a weird little poem to read you today on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. We're once again returning to the Norton Anthology of Poetry, uh, often packaged, considered a textbook, but these Norton Anthologies, when they're done right, they're done really right. They are wonderful. This has a wide variety of stuff in it, so I keep going back to this one. And for today, we're going to a poet named Richard Eberhart, who I don't know how much he's taught anymore. I don't recall having seen a collection of his poetry in quite some time. He was a mid 20th century poet, extremely lauded, won every prize that wasn't nailed down, had tons of books in print, was well known as a poet at a time when poets were better known than they are now. Never really cared for his poetry, so we'll see if it makes a difference to read it out loud. The one that we're doing today is from 1942, and it's odd. It's called "The Full of Joy Do Not Know, They Need Not." And that is also the first line. The full of joy do not know, they need not know. Nothing is reconciled. They flash the light of heaven, indeed. Let them have it, let them have it, it is mild. Those who suffer see the truth. It has murderous edges. They never avert the gaze of calculation 1 degree, but they are hurt, they are hurt, they are hurt. As a poem, you'd never know it, but there are actually rhymes in there. It's just there's no way to read the poem in a way that accentuates the rhymes. There's no way to do it without it sounding like gibberish. You would have to jilt the thing all out of proportion to make it work. You have reconciled and mild. You have avert and hurt, but English doesn't fall on the rhymes. I'm assuming that that's completely intentional. And there's that repetition. Let them have it, but they are hurt, they are hurt. And the contention of the poem is the thing that makes it weird for me. That somehow people who suffer see the truth. And that happy people, even though they're touched by the light of heaven, do not. Interesting. I find it interesting. I think this is an odd case. We've come across it before in our poetry readings, where the form of the poem reads different out loud than it does on the page. If you're reading this silently, your mind would supply those rhymes, would give them a lot more stress than your reading voice does. I find that interesting. I don't know that it does anything for me. I'm not sure that I agree with it. So maybe we'll try another Eberhart poem sometime soon, maybe even this week, and see if we can see some themes. Maybe I can learn to like this poet, who, as far as I know, the same old story, has no biography. As far as I know, has no collected works that are annotated or introduced or currently in print or anything like that. But anyway, that's your little poem for today. Are you one of the happy, one of the heaven-kissed, or are you one of the sad who are hurt, hurt, hurt? And if so, does being a sad, wounded person give you a greater insight into the truth? I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, that's your poetry for today. We'll have another one next time. Thank you, BookTube.